What's up, all my loves? Welcome to my channel. My name is Heather, and this is the Fluffy Oracle. I hope your summer's going really well. This is going to be for the month of July for what's coming in and what you can expect and what will benefit you for the entire month as well. Timestamps, as always, will be down in the description box as well as in the first comment from my mobile users. Remember, please, that these are just a general reading, and that if you would like to book a personal reading with me, all that information will be down in the description box below so that you can check out my website. I do have some new added readings up in case you would like to check those out. Please feel free. Some of these messages may resonate, some of them may not. Feel free to check back to see what's happened during the month or even at the middle of July to see how your month is going compared to this reading. And without further ado, we will go ahead and jump in. These are your choices we have for pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, and pile 6. And I will see you in just a sec. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 1, let's get into your reading. So for the first card, we have the Otter with surrender. Let go of control. So there may be some things that come up in the month of July that might be out of your control. So they're asking you to surrender and kind of basically let go and let God is what I hear with that card. And then we have Hawk with focus. Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. So make it a point to focus on what's most important to you this month and to get those things done and out of the way, especially if they are very high important priorities like bills and whatnot. And like getting things done like paperwork for the next semester if you're going to school, for my students. And then for those of you who are looking for new jobs, make sure that you cross your eyes, cross your eyes, cross your T's and dot your I's. And make sure that everything is filled out completely to the best of your knowledge. And then we have Elephant with resolve. You will overcome any obstacles. So that is definitely something to look forward to, but to also make sure that you confront the elephant in the room and acknowledge that it's there and its presence. So that way you can make sure to resolve any issues and confront anything that may come up that may seem like an awkward type of situation and kind of meet the challenge head on in order to resolve the issues. So we have Taming the Wild. So that kind of goes really well with the Resolve card and kind of taking care of any issues that may come up that may seem a little crazy and wild and out of control, and kind of getting ahead of any situations that may come up as well. Then we have Prosperity and Confidence with 3 and 32. So 32 breaks down to 5. So 3 and 5 are a very prominent number because the Taming the Wild card is the number 55 card. So we've got a lot of transformation coming up in the month of July for you with those numbers, because 5 for me is always transformation and lots of change coming up. So with the Prosperity card, I feel like there's definitely a lot of opportunities coming in, especially with job and money related incidences. Some I hear inheritance. Not everybody's going to have that. Remember, just take it as it resonates. And they want you to also remember to have lots of confidence in yourself, especially if you are going for a job this month and an interview process. Have confidence. Believe in yourself. Show that in the interview. Show that in whatever it is that you do in front of your management and whatnot. Show that you can do the job and get it done right, and that you're the person that's great for the job and best suited as well. So we have Matakan, longing for home, belonging the original light workers. So with that, I feel like there may be some travel for some of you guys out there, and I feel like some of you with this travel may have kind of like a yearning to go home and wishing for things to be over with and done already. Not quite sure why, but that's the feeling that I get from this card. And I feel like a lot of daydreaming and kind of wishing you were somewhere else is going to be coming up this month for some of you. We have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So what seems to be bothering you the most? It's causing you to feel this way, this lethargic type of feeling this month. Think about that and put that into perspective and kind of take a deeper look within to figure out what's causing that and what might be bothering you. So we have Nike with ambition. So whatever is bothering you, resolve the issue and kind of just do it and jump in head first. Face your fears and kind of go for it and kind of resolve the issues. If something seems kind of like really nerve-wracking or nerve-breaking, try and see the benefit of it and also the what you call it? I'm like total brain fart here. See the positive side of it and also just try and push through whatever the situation is, push through those feelings of longing and just get whatever it is that you need to get done, and that way you can put it behind you and continue to move forward. See the potential in the situation as well, is what I was thinking of, potential. I'm like, I know the word. Then we have Freya with radical acceptance. So with pushing forward and kind of just getting things done and out of the way, with the radical acceptance, it's choosing to accept and face your fears, is what I get. And Freya is here to give you the strength to do that this month and to have you have that air of confidence within you, that bold strength. We have Bridget with creative spark. So think creatively on how to solve whatever may come up for you this month as well, with getting around any blockages or issues that may come up emotionally or even physically. Just be creative with your solutions, because there is no can't. There's just kind of a won't. And then you cause yourself to get in your own way and kind of cause a blockage with yourself. So they're asking you to be creative with your solutions and have creative thought with getting around these issues. So we have destiny and we have safe home. So with the destiny card, it reads, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall be sure, shall now be shown. I'm like, oh my God, tongue twister with that one. I'm like, shall. I'm like, the sentences are almost the same to me when I go to read them. So that's what threw me off. Sorry, guys. So with safe home, it says, I cast this circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt. So they're kind of like little spells for these cards. And I'm still getting used to them because I've literally just gotten this deck and I just started using it today. This is my first time with it. So, but destiny, there's something that's coming up this month in July that's your destiny, that's positive and it's meant for you. And it's also going to be a comfortable, safe situation. So there's nothing to fear with this. And also, home is your safe place. Make it your place of retreat so that you can have some place to go and relax and release after a long, hard day. Especially with running around and doing tons of things and also running around like a chicken with your head cut off at work. Some of you guys, I know you guys go crazy at work. I know I do when I'm there. Even though I'm out on medical leave, when I'm there, I run my ass off. Just saying. Make home your safe place to go and rest and relax, or at least someplace where you know you can go and just breathe at that time. But this destiny, I feel like this destiny situation, I feel like some of you are destined to run into someone that you are meant to meet and that it's going to be a positive outcome. And also kind of like have confidence, face your fear of kind of like the social anxiety and kind of take a deep breath and say hello when meeting new people this month. Be okay with that. Be relaxed with it. It's something that's meant to happen. And it's also meant to give you some transformation as well. When you meet new people, they transform your life. They change your life. Whether you know it or not, there are always constant changes going on within your life. Whether you're doing something new or meeting someone new, there's constant change. So, these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading and that you have a wonderful July and happy 4th of July for those of you over here in the States who celebrate that. Thanks and have a blessed one. Alrighty, so for my loves that chose pile number 2, let's get into your messages and see what we have for you for the month of July. So to start off with, we have Lion with courage. Ask for what you want. So with this, I hear strength. So if there's something you want, you need to speak up and go for it, and also to have the strength in order to kind of take charge of the situation. And I also hear necessary changes. It's also going to call for you to make necessary changes within your life by speaking up for things that you want and kind of speaking up for things that you don't see as being right in your situation. So we have squirrel with preparation. Get ready for big changes. I didn't even read these cards yet. Honestly, I just laid them out and started reading. But like I was saying with the lion card with courage, there's going to be some necessary changes that are coming up for you. So they're asking you with this reading and giving you a preparation heads up to prepare for some spontaneous situations that are coming in for you and for some challenges ahead. We have the eagle card with spirit. Trust in your higher self. When you speak up for yourself and you take charge of the situation and courage, you are kind of coming from a higher perspective. You are kind of stepping into the role of your higher self, especially when you are speaking up for something that you see as not being fair or just in your eyes, and kind of speaking your truth, so to say. So we have the staff. The staff, I feel like it's kind of like being in charge, stepping up and being the leader of the group and kind of taking charge of the situation is what I feel from that card and what's coming through for me for that. I also feel like it's a time of wisdom and knowledge coming in for you and being the wiser person in this situation this month, especially with situations that may come up at home and with loved ones, I feel, for some of you. We have the card of New Beginnings, number 44, and the card of Trust, number 31, which breaks down to 4. So lots of 4s, lots of extra help, lots of spirit around you this month, guiding you and helping you, and also listening to messages from your higher self as well as your guides and angels. This month will be coming in for you. And these new beginnings will be coming with these changes when you speak up and when you have the courage to say what it is that you need to say. They also want you to have faith and trust in yourself as well. And also make sure that you maintain staying rested and protected as well. Because this bag underneath the bed, for me, is kind of like a protection ward with like crystals or herbs in it that have protection for that. And also there are some spells out there where you can put things in a bag with that and put it underneath the bed in order to give you a good night's sleep and to give you the strength and trust in yourself to feel safe and guarded. I will be having a protection video coming up shortly. I'm just waiting for some things in the mail to come in so that I can do the demonstration and use the pieces that come in with it. So if you would like to stay tuned for the protection ritual video, please feel free and let me know down below in the comments what you would think. And if you have any ideas and any suggestions for other types of how-to videos or questions about different spiritual practices that I may do, and my kind of my opinions and ideas of different things that you might want to know about. And then I can do a video for like a Q&A video for that. Alrighty. So we have Sisterhood of the Rose and we have Break the Chain. So the Sisterhood of the Rose card reads Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So lots and lots of higher knowledge coming through and you helping others around you with your wisdom and knowledge, and also your higher self coming through with just the right messages at just the right time for some people that are around you, as well as people that are around you saying things that you might most need to know, and their higher selves coming through and guides coming through, and you kind of being like, that answers my question. If you had a question recently and they just happen to pop out with the answer, and you could just happen to overhear it from a different conversation. So we have with Break the Chain, we have ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So you are the one in charge of your destiny. You write your future. You write your story. You are the one who is in charge of your life. You are the one that says what goes and what stays and what direction that you want to take your life in. You are the writer of your story. And that is your greatest story. That is your life, is what I get with this card. You get to break the mold and get to break old patterns at this time. That is what this month is coming up for and what is coming out with this card. So we have Kuan Yin with compassion, Kali with liberation, and then we have Aryan Rod with time. So now is the time to have compassion for yourself, as well as giving yourself the chance to have the freedom that you need in order to do the things that you want and say the things that you want and have freedom of speech. Remember that speaking your truth is part of your freedom of speech, and saying whatever it is that's on your mind, because that is what's most needed at this time. And I feel like your thoughts are going to be pure of thought, and I also feel like the messages that are coming through you at this time and to you as well will be pure and of the light. I also feel like some of these messages that are coming through will be very freeing and liberating for you, and also causing you to get rid of old paradigms and old beliefs, and finally being able to make the necessary changes and have compassion and being able to release what no longer serves you with the Kuan Yin card. But most of all, also having compassion for yourself and giving yourself the time, love, care, and affection that you most need, and also the rest that you most need in order to make it through these times of change. Remember that we do have the total eclipse coming in on the 2nd. So please be prepared for that, because that eclipse has a lot of changes. Victor Oddo has some nice messages in his recent videos about it, so please feel free to check his channel out. I will also link him down below for you guys for your convenience, in case you guys haven't seen his videos or checked him out yet. Victor is absolutely awesome. I love watching his videos. You guys actually had more cards than some of the other groups. So we have inspiration, wisdom, and justice. So the inspiration card reads, Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. So feel free to call upon Isis to give you strength and inspiration and kind of creative ideas, and kind of listen for things that come through once you've asked for that. Or even if you're not calling upon Isis, call upon your guides, God, angels, whatever it is that you believe in. Feel free to ask for help and then listen to what comes through after you've asked for help. So with the wisdom card, we have, on a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. So again, these are just spell cards. You don't have to do something on a Wednesday with a waxing moon. It's just a little spell work to help things come in that need to be renewed and released. It's just talking about a lot of old beliefs and old thoughts, and like old thought paradigms, like things how you would think would normally be. It's releasing those thoughts and letting them go, and letting those thoughts of the past be released, and have new ones come in and revive you and refresh you with new knowledge and wisdom for how things actually are or should be. So we have justice. By the power of 3 by 3, Ma'at, deliver justice to me. So having a fair state of mind, speaking up for what you feel should be fair, and when you see things that are not fair, is definitely what's going to be called for, especially with some also equal balance, and also releasing any old judgments and treating things in an equal manner, and also speaking up for the little guy and keeping proper balance within your emotional state and also your work mode and home mode. So lots and lots of balance, and being open-hearted and open-minded is what's going to be called for this month with certain situations that may arise. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading and that these messages did resonate for you. Please feel free to check back and see how your month is going by mid-month, and to see how everything is panning out. And feel free to choose as many different piles as you would like that you feel drawn to. Have a blessed one. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. Know that I love you, and I will see you next reading. Alrighty, so for my loves that chose pile number 3, let's get in your message. So, we have Owl with omens. Pay attention to signs. And then we have Moose with authority. You know what is best for you. Deer with Pathfinder. Trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. So, right away with the owl card and the pay attention to signs, I hear signs and synchronicities. They really want you to pay attention to those and understand their true meanings and to see them for what they are and the fact that they are guiding you towards a higher and greater purpose. They also want you to pay attention to the red flags with the you know what is best for you. So pay attention to those signs when you feel something in your gut or something that is warning you, saying this is not the direction that you need to go through or the way that you should be going, especially with the Pathfinder card with trust your instincts to guide you through the situation. So whatever seems not right for you or is trying to get your attention, it's saying cease and desist, turn the other way, and try a new direction, because that path is not meant for you, because it can lead to a lot of heartache, because we have the beloved card. The beloved card is kind of like a warning for me with this, because to me it looks almost like there's a crack in this heart a little bit in the image, but it's very, very faint. So please be aware of heartbreak this month that may come up if you make the wrong decision or say the wrong thing. Also, we have peace and Isis inspiration. Isis is making her presence very known this month for the month of July, because that came up in pile 2 in case you guys want to check that out. She came up with in that reading as well. There's also new love for some of you on the horizon is what I hear, especially with seeing the horizon in this card, and a lot of emotional fulfillment and emotional changes, because we have the number 5 on the card. So please be prepared for some changes in your love life as well, for those of you who are partnered or looking to get into a relationship. But also pay attention to the red flags when these people come up or these situations come up for you in the month of July. This is kind of like a heads up with the beloved card. So we also have, if I can get them apart, Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So pay attention to your intuition this month, so that way you can stay completely in alignment and be able to listen and hear your messages completely and clearly for the month. We have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So definitely on a deep emotional level, you are going through some changes this month coming up, and you are also evolving in this relationship. And also in your emotions, you are deeply evolving and changing as always. But it's also leading you to a higher vibrational state with these emotional changes that are coming in for you and putting you into perfect alignment, as well as some possible DNA changes with pulling you into alignment with your greatest and highest self with the vibrational state. I know it seems kind of silly to say so, but if you do some research on changes in DNA and vibrational changes, you'll understand what I'm trying to explain with that. It's kind of a touchy subject, so I'm not really going to touch on that too much or get into it, other than to recommend looking up changes in DNA through meditation, as well as vibrational state changes that may have an effect on it. I'm not sure exactly how theoretically it pans out, but I really don't think it does. But if you're into that scientific type of stuff, please feel free to explore it. And just don't quote me on it. That's all I'm saying. I am not an expert. I'm just giving the message out that I'm getting. Alrighty. So we have Athena with knowledge, learning lots and lots of new things, lots of change, again with another number 5 with the owl as well in this card. So you've got 2 owls with lots and lots of wisdom coming in through your guides and angels and through your intuition and your higher self. And then we have the white buffalo calf woman with reverence. So with the reverence card, they're asking you to face your fears head on and kind of approach them with a peaceful, challenging demeanor. Well, a peaceful demeanor to these challenges that may arise, and kind of make peace with these issues and situations and any fears that may arise. Then we have Shakti with transformation. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of transformation for you guys this month. And again with the 5s. So we have 45 and 50. But 45 breaks down to 9, and 50 obviously breaks down to another 5. So you have a total of 3 5s so far. So lots of changes, lots of growth, lots of transformation this month. So please be aware of that. And I hear a lot of spiritual transformation for a lot of you out there, especially with your ascension journeys. And I feel like your crown chakras are going to be quite open this month for you. So please pay attention to that. So we have imagination, not the number 5 because we have the number 41, best possible decision, and then we have divine guidance. So I will read these cards the best I can because they are spell cards, so just bear with me. I just like to read the extra messages because I find them to be fun and really cool. So with the imagination card, we have imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. So be thankful for the things that are around you. Be thankful for your blessings. Make a list and have an attitude of gratitude, as we always say, because she looks like she's writing a list in this card for the imagination. Also, please be aware of writing down creative ideas and imaginative thoughts, like creative thoughts. Write those down and maybe refer back to them later if they don't make sense at that time, because I feel like they will make sense later in the month and help out with different situations and kind of give you the answers that you need, especially with the changes that are coming in. So with the best possible decision card with Artemis, it says, Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. So you can call on Artemis, or you can just simply pay attention to your intuition, because your crown chakras are going to, like I said, be very wide open this month. So you will definitely be having a lot of aha moments and creative ideas flowing in through your crown chakra like crazy this month. And also, I feel like you will be very hyper aware of everything that is going on with you and around you, emotionally, physically, and mentally as well. So please pay attention for those things. And then we have for 38 with divine guidance, we have whispers from the beings who shine. Whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. So ask your guides for any guidance and signs to give you kind of like a little bit of a guide to follow, kind of like a trail of breadcrumbs type of thing. And ask them for signs and synchronicities to guide you in the right direction if you need any extra help and assistance for the month. And that is what they mean by letting their messages be clear and kind. Also ask them for clear and concise signs and synchronicities in order for you to know the absolute answer that you are getting is the truest and highest, greatest of the light, and for your highest and greatest good as well. So these are your messages. I do hope that they resonated for you. Please feel free to check back as well during the month to see how your month is panning out, and remember to choose as many card piles as you feel drawn to. Also, I will be doing a protection how-to video later on this month as soon as I get my stuff that I ordered for the reading. Well, not for the reading, for the video, for demonstration purposes. If you have any questions on protection and methods that I particularly use, or that you'd be interested in, that might be kind of something that you're interested in learning about, please feel free to drop those down below in the comments and let me know how this went for you, and if you enjoyed this reading and it resonated for you. Thanks, have a blessed one, and I will see you next reading. Alrighty, so for my loves that chose pile number 3, let's get into your reading and see what your messages are. So right away we have Buffalo with abundance. You are provided for in all ways, so please be mindful of having the mindset of lack this month. Know that you are definitely provided for by the universe, and that the universe does have your back, and that you have some abundance opportunities coming in, whether it be in love or monetary value. I feel like there's both of those coming in great abundance for some of you out there. Actually, pretty much everybody out there has these opportunities coming in for them. Everyone's are just different. Some are more so on the emotional and love side. Some are more on the monetary side. However that resonates for you, take it as it does. Remember, these are just a general reading. So, bear with boundaries. Stand your ground. So this month, you're definitely going to have to kind of draw the line and say what you will and won't tolerate this month, I feel, for some of you out there. And then we have what monkey with ingenuity, not integrity. But I feel like the integrity goes along with the boundaries. So hold your integrity and make sure that you have a lot of respect for yourself that's put out there, so that people will respect you the way that you want them to, and also having them to respect your boundaries by speaking up and saying, this is what I will or what I won't tolerate, and putting your foot down. So with the ingenuity card, we have this situation calls for adaptability and innovation. So kind of being a little bit creative and being adaptive to the situation, kind of going with the flow is going to be what's called for, especially with setting up your boundaries and going about with talking about them so that you don't kind of make the wrong move. We have dolphin with playfulness. Take time to play. So make sure that you take time for yourself to relax and have a little bit of fun, especially don't overwork yourself, don't stress yourself out. And then we have magical powers and success. I believe with staying on target and staying focused is definitely going to be called for with this month, with getting things done and putting things in order. I feel like there's some extra magical luck coming in for some of you guys with these magical powers, some extra manifestation powers, especially with this total eclipse on July 2nd. June 2nd is my daughter's birthday, so sorry. I'm like, wait, what? Why did I say June when we're talking about July here? But anyways, we have soul retrieval. So lots and lots of transformation this month, and kind of doing basically what I hear is a life review, taking things into account for things that you've done over the past few months or the past at least year in total, and kind of taking into account your actions and how they might be affecting you right now during this time, especially with the full moon that we just went through with that process and the fact that we are now going into a total eclipse for the solar eclipse on July 2nd, because usually once we have the strawberry full moon, in 2 weeks later, we have a total solar eclipse. So please be aware of that and what things are coming in and also changing for you. And kind of take into accountability of things that are kind of like no longer serving you and falling away. I'm going to be linking Victor Oddo down below because he has some good things to say about what's coming up for this total eclipse on July 2nd. He is always on point with the things that he says about his eclipses and all that stuff with the lunar cycles and everything. Whenever he does a full moon report, please pay attention because he's very, very on point with that. And I really enjoy his videos. Regardless, I digress. So whatever you are asking for this month, the answer is no. Wait, postpone, pause, or say no to someone who tries to cross your boundaries. Let it be known that you are not going to be the yes person, and yes does not mean, or no does not mean yes. Had to put that out there. So please make that crystal clear for some people that kind of try and test your boundaries with that. Also, certain things may need to be put off or on hold for this time, because I feel like the timing is kind of not right, and if you try and press forward, that things may not go the way that you want them to, and that you may not have the success that you wanted to have. Even if you do have some success, it will be not as great as it should have been in the right timing. So we have soul family. Calling your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. So remember to ask for help when you need it. Also ask and communicate with family and friends, and also kind of use them as kind of like a sounding board as well. I also feel like some of you will be finally meeting some of your soul family as well along your journeys this summer. If you are taking any trips or if you are going to the beach, I feel like you guys will be meeting some new soul family members as friends and some as relationships. So please be aware of that. Because we have Aphrodite with romantic love, we have Isis with rebirth, and then we have Ishtar with communion. So we definitely have a lot of new love coming in and people coming together and having new beginnings in relationships. So we have 23 and 24. So 23 breaks down to 5 and 24 breaks down to 6. So lots of luck in money and new beginnings in money, whether they be new jobs or just new business ideas. And I also feel with lots of changes in people coming together in their relationships with romantic love, and lots of new love and new relationships starting as well, like kind of like summer fling. So please be mindful and aware of that you may end up having a summer fling within the month of July. If you don't want it to be a fling, just pay attention to how things go, pay attention to red flags, and speak up for what you will and what you won't tolerate with your boundaries in those relationships. So we have Yuki Onna with stillness. Things could be coming to a halt for, or at least feeling like they're coming to a halt, or this month in general is going to feel like time is moving exceedingly slow, like kind of like you are stuck in a void for certain things. Come up with ingenuity with your ingenuity card here. Come up with new and creative ways in order to get around this feeling of like you're in a void, and kind of use this as time to also reflect as well, because that kind of goes back to the soul retrieval card with kind of like reviewing things that have happened over these past few months to a year. Take into account, and that'll also give you a good understanding as to why things are feeling like you are stuck in kind of a void. This is giving you time to think about things and kind of analyze things and review things, and to go over how things have actually been, and to see where you could make some changes and actually grow from that and learn from those situations. So we have safe travel and we have organization. So putting things into alignment and kind of like prioritizing things is going to be what's called for to help you out through this time of stagnation, as well as it is safe for you to travel and take these journeys, but also to be mindful and to be prepared for anything that may come up along the way with the safe travel card. The cards read for organization: purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. So you can say that as kind of like a mantra or an affirmation in order to help things kind of manifest the way that you need them to be, and for the help to come in that you need as well. So with the safe travel card, it says, keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. You can use that as well as a mantra or affirmation in order to have safe travels, kind of like a little bit of a prayer to help along with your journey. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. Let me know down below in the comments how it went for you, and please feel free to check back in the middle of July to see how everything is going for you. And also feel free to pick as many different piles as you would like for different messages as well. Thanks. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel if you're new here, and for checking me out. And I will see you guys next video. Alrighty, so for my Loves to Chose Pile 5, let's get into your messages and see what's coming up for you in July. So, for the first card, we have adaptability with Fox. Adapt to the changes that are happening. And then we have retreat with Turtle. Stop trying to make something happen. And then we have Dragonfly with illusion. You know who you really are. So, I feel like with Turtle, I almost wanted to say repeat. And when it says stop trying to make something happen, I kind of feel like someone is trapped on like a hamster wheel, stuck running, just going through the motions and kind of doing the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. So they're asking you to stop trying to force something to happen and just let things happen naturally and kind of go with the natural order and flow of things, instead of trying to force something and kind of just running yourself in a never-ending circle and kind of working yourself to death. So I also feel with the dragon card with illusion, see things for what they are. And remember that you are only one person and can only do just so much. And kind of just be kind of okay and accepting with that factor, and to see things for how they are. And if you need help with something, please feel free to ask for help, especially knowing that you are only one person and you can only do just so much. But things are always forever changing, and they're asking you to adapt to the situation no matter how strenuous or stressful it may get. They're asking you to kind of just, like I said, go with the natural order and flow of things. Don't try and force something to happen that really isn't going to happen, because the more you try and force it, the more it's going to kind of resist and continue to be the same, or go in the opposite direction and kind of reset you and start you over completely from scratch, which you really don't want to do. So we have the beauty card, healing, and the owl. So beauty. See things as they are. See the beauty in things and the blessings for what they are, and also to see the beauty in yourself as well. And kind of hold yourself in a higher regard this month and kind of pamper yourself as well. And also see yourself in a more positive light. I also feel like with the owl, I feel like you will be receiving important messages this month and also learning a lot of new things and getting a lot of new wisdom and knowledge. So with the healing card, I feel like a lot of you need to kind of do some aromatherapy work, especially with healing your auric fields and kind of patching and filling in the holes and sealing them and kind of protecting yourself and putting up that barrier and fixing your aura. Because I'm really attracted to the candle and the little trail of smoke out of it, I kind of feel like using some sage or doing any kind of like smudging type of ritual will help cleanse your aura and cleanse yourself and cleanse your vibration as well, and help to heal you from within, and also help protect you from any negativity as well and shield you. I also have a protection video coming up very soon within the next week or so, because I ordered some stuff in order to do some practices in order to help teach the community how to do smudging and any kind of other practice of protection rituals in order to protect yourself spiritually and also empathically with shielding yourself, and all like a few other type of things that will help with giving you spiritual protection and aura protection and aura healing as well. So we also have deep replenishment with retreat, rest, and be held, and we have leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So with those two cards, I feel like kind of taking a little bit of a risk and leaping into the unknown might be called for this month with the situation, kind of like stepping out into something that may not be as comfortable, but also taking the leap of faith and having and trusting in the universe to point blank catch you and also help you along and have a successful outcome in taking that leap and risk. And they also want you to take time to yourself in order to relax, and also with that kind of self-care, practicing self-care, kind of relaxing and de-stressing this month as well, and also detoxifying yourself and healing. So we have Lapona with wise leadership. For some reason, she makes me think of horses with the way her hair is, and I feel like she has this kind of, I don't know, majestic quality to her. Kind of like, I really love horses, and for me, they're kind of majestic. And she also has the incense going in this picture with wise leadership. So during smudging rituals and meditation, if you have incense going, it can also help bring in a lot of messages from spirit and new ideas as well. When you have the incense going, like if you have some sage going during your meditation, it'll help clear the room and only allow positive energies and eliminate all negative energies within the room and around you as well during that meditation. You can also use kind of scented oils, scented essential oils, and use a oil burner like with rose. If you use the scent of rose, it helps to bring in a lot more of spiritual love and more benevolent spirits of the light as well. So we have Saraswati with mastery, and we have Parvati with devotion. So devoting yourself to a meditation practice will help you get better at mastering your meditations and kind of working through situations as well, and bringing in more enlightenment and knowledge, and also kind of open up your crown chakra more so that you can receive more spiritual messages. And having devotion with prayer as well during, or like saying prayer like affirmations during your meditations will help as well with opening you up to spirit and helping you to master your meditation with kind of focusing your mind when you are repeating a mantra or prayer over and over in order to kind of focus instead of letting your mind wander. So we have confidence and we have new beginnings. So lots of change, new beginnings, and spiritual help, because we have the number 44 here, and then we have the number 4 down here with the beauty card. So we also have the number 5 with 32, because 3 and 2 equal 5, with the confidence card. So lots of positive changes, new beginnings, and beautiful changes is what I feel with this. A lot of beautiful changes coming in for you that will bring in a lot of newness and new kind of thought processes and kind of new paradigms, and kind of releasing the old and having very transformative paradigm shifts for some of you out there, if not all of you. For whoever this resonates with, take it as it does, because it's just a general reading. The New Beginnings card reads, "Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell." So lots and lots of space clearing as well with using the sage. You can use the sage to smudge your home and repeat Psalm 91 and clear out any negative energies. And I promise you, you will feel the lighter in the lightness in the vibration and the lifting of it as well once you do that. It may take some time, and doing some daily smudging, like once a day, every day for a month, depending on how heavy the energies are. It may even take 1 or 2 times. Just pay attention to how everything feels around you and how you feel as well when you're doing the smudging rituals. So with the confidence card, it reads, "By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light burn higher." So, and notice how she's got the incense going. Smudging will make your vibration higher and lighter, and it'll take you from feeling low to feeling high, or at least a lot lighter than what you've currently been feeling, and it'll help you to feel better, and it'll help you to open your mind and your vibrational state, and to bring things into alignment as well. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. Have a blessed one. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel if you're new here. Leave a comment down below and let me know how you enjoyed this reading, and feel free to check back during mid-July to see how things are going and panning out, and feel free to come back as many times as you would like and pick as many different piles as you would like as well. And without further ado, I will see you guys next reading. Love yous. Have a blessed one. Alrighty, so for my Loves to Chose pile number 6, let's get into your messages. So for the first card, we have decisiveness with antelope. Make a decision and take appropriate action. And oddly enough, we have best possible decision below. I'm like, oh my God. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I seriously can't. Because I had no idea what was in these piles until I just flipped everything over. So make the best possible decision and take the appropriate action with that. And to kind of take yourself in the right direction as well, and decide what's best for you ultimately with whatever situations come up during this month. And then we have snake with healing, and then we have swan with grace. So it says you are a healer for the snake card, and then for the swan grace card, we have appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. So see the beauty in the things that are in front of you, and take things for face value and see them as they are, because what you see is basically what you get, I feel, this month for some of you. There is not a hidden meaning. There is not a duality to this, because I am staring at the reflection in this picture right here. I feel like there's no hidden underside to this, and I feel like you are able to learn from these situations and heal from them, but to also watch out for gossip as well, and people who may have a slick tongue and try and pull one over on you. So please be aware of that as well. So we have knowledge and wind. Wind to me speaks of people talking and listening to messages that are being said around you, people's conversations, and kind of taking the guidance from that you receive from those conversations that you hear as kind of like messages from spirit coming through another person. And I also feel like gossip, lots and lots of gossip this month in the workplace, whether it's at work or with your friends and family. Please be aware of people gossiping, and kind of keep your ear to the ground or your ears perked up and open so that you can hear everything that's going on, and also kind of like basically you heard it through the grapevine type of thing is what I hear. Especially the more you know, the more knowledge you will have this month, and that way you can make the best possible decision and decide how you want to keep things going and who you would like to keep in your life and who you would like to say goodbye to, or at least cut down activity with, for that matter. You don't have to. It's just what's coming up. We have boundaries. Draw your boundaries. Put your foot down. Tell them what you will and what you won't tolerate, and make sure you have a lot of protection this month around you, because I feel like this gossip is going to be aimed towards you, and it could also hurt you. So please be aware of that as well, as a warning. And the card is asking you, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Where do you need to kind of put better walls up and kind of draw the line in the sand and kind of basically say enough is enough? We have the initiation with rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So there could be some tower moments coming up, folks. Please be aware of that, because I am really attracted to the lightning in this. And for me, it kind of speaks of the tower. And we also have some hidden snakes over here. So these gossipers can cause a tower moment if you are not prepared and not aware or paying attention. So please be present and also open and aware this month of everything that's going on and being said around you. Because there's also another snake down here. So watch out behind you for people talking behind your back. I keep getting that a lot right now in this reading. So please be forewarned with gossipers and people talking a lot of smack or behind your back, or kind of trying to keep things hidden from you as well. So do what you can to stay aware of things. So we have Benzai Jen with beauty. And I really hope I said that right, but whatever. See the beauty in the situation, see the blessings, or the blessings that are in disguise is what I feel with this. And anything that comes up as kind of like almost like a downfall, see it as a blessing in disguise, because at least then you know where you stand, and at least it's falling away from you, and it's probably for the better and higher good is what I feel and hear with that. We have Rhea with flow. Go with the flow of things. There's really not much else you can do, especially with the wind card. Just kind of roll with it. Emotionally, it's going to suck for some of you. I feel it's going to hurt, but just go with the flow and do the best that you can to go through it and see the beauty within the situation and the blessings that it's bringing you, because generally things that are falling away are for your best and highest good, because something better is going to be coming in and taking its place and being more beautiful after that, and causing a lot more beautiful growth for you emotionally, I feel, this month. We have Metis or Matisse with wisdom. The more you know, the more you grow. Remember that. Lots of feathers in this. I feel like your angels are going to be surrounding you this month and trying to protect you as much as they can behind the scenes. So please remember to work with them as much as you possibly can to do your part in order to stay aware and ahead of things, so that things don't get out of control or kind of sneak up from behind you and kind of knock you down and knock the wind out of your sails. Alrighty? So lots and lots of being aware and paying attention and staying present this month is what's called for. We have victory. You guys actually got extra cards this month. We have healing. We have harvest. And I'm going to read these as well. And then we have true love come to me. So that's a positive outcome, I'd say, for the ending of this reading. So if you guys are losing a relationship, know that there is a better one that's coming in for you with the true love come to me card. especially being here. It says, true love shall come to me. As as I do, will so make, or excuse me, so motivate. Ugh. I'm like, oh. New deck. Never used these cards before, and I'm like, I forget that this, when you speak spells, they flow together, and I get a little tongue-tied because it's not like normal reading. So, true love shall come to me. As I do, will so mote it be. It sounds a little weird, but that is how you cast a spell. For some people who are into Wicca, you understand exactly what I mean by saying so mote it be 3 times in order to cast the spell. Now, speaking of spells, I don't cast them. I don't say them really. I leave them as prayers for myself so that no harm can come to none. That is how it works for me. That is how I do things and how I roll. However you choose to practice, that is completely up to you and on you. I don't really get into that a whole lot because I do my own thing. And that's just, it's what works for me. Because what works for me may not work for you. And same as vice versa. Whatever works for you may not work for me in that aspect of it. But either way, I do know about some of the Wicca spells and whatnot, but not a whole lot. So, for the victory card, it says, I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. So, by staying ahead of things and being in the know and in the wise, being the wiser one in this and staying aware of things, it'll cause you to have victory and to know that you've actually kind of dodged a bullet, so to speak. Lots of healing going on this month. It says, candle flame, burn this hour. Bring to me your healing power. Some of you can practice candle magic. I actually like to practice candle magic myself, where I light a white candle and I say a prayer and I ask for extra spiritual healing and protection and for only positive love and light to come in. And I also anoint my candles with certain oils like rose oil and sandalwood for luck and protection and extra love. We have harvest. I'm actually going to pick that up to read it because I can't see from there. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. You can repeat the mantra, I am abundant in all, I'm abundant in all, as kind of Stargirl, the practical witch, says. And it does work, especially if you continue it as a meditation mantra, and you will reap the abundance. So there's lots of abundance to be had and come in and manifest for you this month, as long as you are in that mindset. And to put that forth, you will reap great rewards for that, is what I hear. I am going to be doing a protection video shortly, as soon as my stuff comes in, because I ordered some things to go over smudging routines and other spiritual practices that you can do to heal your aura, to kind of reinforce it and protect it, and to also take away any negative energy and to cleanse yourself and whatnot. So please feel free to comment down below how you enjoyed this reading. Please remember to also check back during the middle of July to see how things are going. Feel free to also pick any other piles that may have drawn to you the most for any extra messages. Know that I love you. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing out my videos. If you are new here to my channel, thank you guys so much for checking me out. Feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and joining our big happy family. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I will see you guys next video.